Hello, my friend. Hi, I'm Beth Berkins. If we're meeting for the first time, I am a teacher of shamanism and a Vision Quest guide for about the last 25 years. I've been working in Western Europe and also throughout the Pacific Northwest and part of the Southwest. And I'm delighted to be here with you today because I want to share with you a very, very, very important ancient wisdom key that comes out of the Vision Quest work I have been doing. And just let's think for a moment. I invite you to think for a moment where you are in your life right now. Did you jump out of bed this morning full of energy and, invigorated and excited to get on with your day? I hope so. If you're like most people, you may have gotten up and, let the dog out, made some coffee or tea, sat for a morning ritual with the newspaper or talking to the kids or whatever you do. And when you think about your life, do you ever feel like you're kind of spinning your wheels? You sort of go ahead, but you sort of go back. Or maybe you feel more like you're in a kind of lull, or what I like to call a limbo. Not a whole lot of movement, not living the life that you've dreamed of from time to time, that life of your dreams, where you're living at full tilt and offering the gift, the incredible gift that's been given to you to share with the world. You may have the sense that there's so much more for you. I had that feeling, and I was preparing for my first Vision Quest, and I finally got myself with a small group up to the Inyo White Mountains, and we had a bonfire just like this, base camp. And I got up to my place of power, and I just felt so tired. I felt so stuck in my life and realized I was actually burned out with my work. And I don't know where you are in your life right now, but this is a beautiful, beautiful poem that I love to share with you. It says, wherever you are right now, you might be driving home, you might have been working all day and you're just, zooming through Facebook Lives and what's happening, social media. You've come across me. Thank you for joining me, by the way. Wherever you are in your life, that's really your entry point. And that's just so exciting because you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have it all together. Who does anyway? You just show up as you are. And so I did that. I showed up, went up to my place of power, and what I discovered when I was up there, I was out there for 4 days and 4 nights, and I discovered that, I know there's got to be more for life, really. I mean, this can't be all there is. And, I started counting on my fingers the number of courses I was teaching at 3 different colleges in the Santa Cruz County area. And I realized, my God, I'm teaching 9 different courses. That's 9 different curriculums. 9 different student bodies, 9 different sets of grades. And they were great courses, like the medicine wheel and dream work and religion and spirituality and women in midlife. And I loved my work, but I realized, I'm just giving. And I'm not getting enough back from all that I'm putting out. I didn't know then about the law of compensation. Perhaps in another one of these fireside chats, we'll talk about that. But I want to get to this ancient wisdom key that comes right out of the heart of the Vision Quest work. And so I discovered that I was very stuck, very tired, very burned out, very much kind of like a ship without a rudder. We can live our lives by default, and I pretty much had been doing that, or by design. And I just didn't know really what to do to change. So I went on this Vision Quest, and that first night was life-saving. A full moon came up, the bristlecone pines and the smells up there, the incredible smells, the pinyon pines and the beautiful dirt with sandstone rocks and bluebirds flying through. And I thought, I've got to figure out what am I going to do to change my life. And this full moon came up and the stars came out and, I could hear nighthawks swooping through my base camp. And then the next morning a golden eagle swooped through and I began to get my bearings. I began to really get like a lighthouse back in place in my life. Like an inner compass. I got back in touch with my own inner compass. Not the compass that, university, 8 years in philosophy university told me I should have, but my deepest inner compass, that true source of power. And as I went into my studies in shamanism and, maybe you feel like this, it's like you need a map, right? You need a map. How do you navigate if you're feeling like you're in a rut or a lull or you're spinning your wheels? And so I want to share with you one of the keys in the roadmap to power and healing, and that is, it's called the Shaman's Net of Power. I didn't know really what I was doing. I kind of stumbled into it because I was so burned out and really lost, rudderless. And the first shaman's key that I want to share with you, this ancient wisdom key, 70,000 years old. Your ancestors all knew this. That first key is called the Shaman's Net of Power, or sometimes called the cosmic web of being and becoming. And that's what I started to get dialed into and tapped into and rooted into that first night with the full moon and the smell of, pitch coming down the trees. It was so hot up there. And the nighthawks going through and talking to me. And my feet on the earth again. That's really the first key in the Vision Quest and this incredible net of power, which is around you all the time. It's always there. All day long, all night long. But to know how to tap into that true source of power. Really, that's what the Vision Quest work that I do, what that gives to people. How do you tap in? How do you take that key, that ancient wisdom key, and really apply it to your life? So I'm going to share a little secret with you right now. Tomorrow morning when you get up, if you can, devote 5 minutes to yourself, alone if possible. Get up early. Get up with the sun. Go out and find a place where you can watch the sun actually rise over the houses, over the ocean, over the river, wherever you are. And just link up in your own way with your heart, with your mind, with your imagination, with your hands. Literally, put your hands out. And get that sun in your hands. Draw it into your hands. Breathe it in. Put it into your heart for the day. Take it into that meeting that you have today or tomorrow. Take it into that book that you want to work on. Maybe you haven't even started it yet. Bring that in. Take it into the commute that you're going to be in. Take it into the family meeting you're going to have. Take it into your relationship. Take it into your child who's maybe having trouble at school, maybe being bullied, maybe, having a real difficult time with studies. Draw it in, take it in. This is the secret. Fill up with that. Really breathe it all the way in. This beautiful rising sun. It has so much power. I could tell you culture after culture after culture around the world. Think of ancient Egypt. They worshipped the power of the sun for a good reason, because it has such power to offer us. So I would love to support you wherever you are is the entry point. And you've just started on this roadmap to power and healing with me now. Bravo for getting yourself here, for listening. Thank you for your time today. If you'd like to have a private chat with me about where you are in your search for that greater meaning or renewed life direction or healing, just, send me a private message on Facebook. I'm Beth Berkins. My Facebook page is Beth Berkins Shamanic Teacher Vision Quest Guide. I think I'm the only one out there like that. So I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much. I'm going to close this with a little bit of shamanic rattling now. Give you a moment to just take in what I've shared with you. Let's see it. Use it. Just stepping stone for you. Very interesting. Thank you. Thank you. Sending you my love and blessings. I believe in you. I know you can do this, and I know you've got this. All right. Talk with you soon. Bye-bye for now.